part 2 of our entryway makeover. We've completed the right side of our hallway and we absolutely love it. For the left side, we are going to install a board and batten to our wall along with other decor items. This has been one of my favorite DIY projects and I can't wait for you to see the results. I got this board and batten kit from Amazon. I was really impressed with the quality. They were fairly easy to install and all were pre-cut, so I didn't need to worry about that. For this project, I did need to get 2 kits for my wall, but depending on spacing and the size of your wall, you may only need to get 1. Just make sure to check your measurements before you buy something like this. But if you like what you see, I'll have the link in the description box below. So this is what it looked like after we installed the first kit. As you can see, the boards are spaced apart pretty far, so we eventually get a second kit to close in that gap in between the boards. After filling in the nail holes, we decided to go to Home Depot to get a 1x2 to add on the top as a trim piece. The one that came with the kit was too short for what we needed, and we ended up liking the natural wood look anyway, so it worked out in the end. Once we got the second kit, we were able to close in the gaps a bit. It definitely started to look more balanced, so make sure you keep this in mind when starting your project. One thing I noticed with my wall is that it is not leveled properly and kind of bows out a bit. It's a new construction home, so unfortunately it's to be expected. It took some work to make sure the design didn't accentuate these flaws. Thankfully, this was a really good quality kit, so I was able to get a little bit more forceful with it just to make sure it was level as possible. After installing all the boards, it was time to fill and sand, then it was time to paint. So with this trim piece, I decided to stain this instead of painting it the same color. I reused the same stain that I had used on the shoe cabinet, and I'm so glad I did this because it really elevated the space and complemented both pieces. I haven't seen this done before, so I hope this sparks some creative ideas with this type of accent wall. You truly can make it your own. I found this beautiful painting at Home Goods and I really love it. I wasn't expecting it to match the stain, so I was really happy with that. It also had the same color tones as the decor. I really wanted something that would feel inviting and relaxing when you first walk into our home, so this was a very pleasant surprise. Hanging it up was a breeze. I used these picture hangers and they were perfect. I love that if we change our mind, we haven't left a huge hole in the wall. These small nails make it really easy to patch up those holes, and surprisingly it's very sturdy, so it gives me peace of mind because the painting was a bit heavy, so it's nice to know it's not going anywhere. After hanging up the painting, I decided to add some accent lighting to really balance that area. The wall is really long, so it was important to give my guests something to focus on that would draw you in and not just feel like you're staring into a long hallway. I really love these sconces. I love that you can twist it, so if you want the light facing forward or backwards, you can definitely do that. I also love that you can switch between warm or cooler tones as well as the brightness. It comes with two remotes, but one will work with both, and if you only want to change one light features, simply point it directly at the light and it'll change for you. The biggest plus I found was the removable battery. It makes it where you don't have to remove the whole thing just to charge it. This keeps the wall from scuffs and having to recenter it. I'm so in love, and if you want to know where you can get one for yourself, I'll have the links below. We decided to go to the Wayfair store here in Atlanta to find some extra decor items as well as a sitting area for the entryway. It's a lot of stuff packed in here, so you might have to do a few laps to look at everything. I will say the larger items aren't readily available to take home with you. They do allow you to scan a QR code and buy it online to have it shipped, but smaller items are easier to find for taking home, but just know it might be harder for larger items. I do like that we were at least able to see many items in person. Even though we still had to purchase online, it was just a peace of mind putting eyes on exactly what we're buying. Overall, it's a really fun store, and if you have one in your area, definitely check it out. We ended up getting this beautiful bench from Wayfair, and I really love the mid-century modern style. I felt like it complemented the space really well. I also got these hunter green pillows, which help to soften up the dark brown and leather accents. It also brings out the green from the olive branches. I didn't have a specific theme when putting all this together. For example, my son picked out the paint color, and I just went with it. So don't feel like you have to design everything to a T. Just go with the pieces that make you happy. You'd be surprised how far you can go in designing a space with simply trusting yourself.